Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so we are going to just dive in and look at, we're going to do a Divine Masculine check-in. I want to dedicate this reading to my friend Jason, a high school friend who passed at 1:20 a.m. last night, and of a really bad lung infection that they couldn't control with antibiotics. Anyways, it was a really significant experience, and I'm just sending all love to his family. And before I came on here and the emotion hit, I just had a message and I just felt him pointing, saying, love one another. Love one another right now. That song came through. So, love one another for Jason. Okay, let's get into it. So, thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for Divine Masculines? How are they navigating the connection? Consciously, what are your thoughts, masculines? Advice for Divine Masculines navigating these conscious love journeys. What can we see for the masculines? Advice and information that the Divine Feminines who are watching this would benefit from knowing. Being told I'm going to channel based on what I'm getting from these cards, not necessarily read the guidebook today. So let's see how that goes. And conscious mind about the connections. Okay, they're really seeing intuitive things firsthand. So in an older energy, the masculine didn't have that feminine intuition within and had a love-hate relationship with the external feminine, women's intuition. Take gender how it resonates, but that's what came through. They're starting to really understand, getting their thoughts in order intuitively. That's coming back in for the masculines, just like the external feminine is anchoring in the fearlessness of following the DF intuition. The masculines are also reclaiming that first person. What advice for you, masculines? Wow, let it sink in. Take time to really hone this. Same card, but on a yin-yang. See the correlation between you being able to do this internally and being able to witness the intuition of the external feminine. Celebrate it. Connect with it. Hold your own regarding it. Advice for feminines, grounding. So continue to ground your own intuitive awareness. Remember, true intuition is based in truth, light, and love. It is the highest perspective that sets you free, that makes sense of things. It doesn't tell anyone else's story. It's based in love. Love is patient. Love is kind. It keeps no record of wrongs. It is not boastful. It is long-suffering. It always sees the best. It is not self-seeking. Okay, so continue grounding love and measuring your awarenesses or curiosities about this connection. Measure that against the knowing of love, feminines. Continue grounding this in, this love in, through that process. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing their feminine? Justice. So they're seeing the permission, energetic permission in the physical. It's like everything is falling into place. And now they're able to justify being connected in the physical. So feminines, your masculines have been waiting for this time, divine timing, to balance out in the physical, to have room in both of your lives for this to occur. They've been protecting the connections. They've been watching them. They've been waiting for this time. Advice for the masculines in that. Let go of control and continue listening to divine guidance for this. What can we see for advice for the feminines? Change. So as you continue to ground in this peace and this loving perspective, feminines, you're going to also start to see changes. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's going to be both aspects. You're changing and your connection with your masculine is changing. What can we see for conscious mind masculines about the heart space? Deep, deep, deep emotional truths are coming to the surface. Advice for you about your connection and those awarenesses at this time. Yeah, it's deepening. It's going beyond passion. It's going beyond just lust or chemistry or being confused by that. It's actually founded. It's justified. It's profound. What can we see for the advice for the feminines? Resilience. Look at how resilient you've been, feminines, on this journey with not much to go on except your faith and your direct connection to source. How this is allowing for the transmutation and for love to come in, truly. Your masculines are being given this deep, deep, deep awareness, the deepest level, that this is not just a superficial connection. What can we see for conscious mind for the heart of hearts for the feminines? Yeah, you are their world. Masculines, your feminine completes every aspect of you as a complementary pair, not as a compensation, but the full spectrum of your own awareness, your own divinity. Your feminine does that. I'm feeling to make a distinction that all divine beings do that, but not everyone is compatible. This level of knowing is shared by both, and it's mutual, it's sacred. We recognize ourselves in each other. I'm hearing the soul recognition, the mutual soul recognition. What can we see for advice for you masculines? 9 of Cups. So continue wishing to see the light. This raven is pointed at the sun here. You're not meant to tell yourself that it's too good to be true, with your feminine being on every level that way. Believe them when they recognize you masculines, as they have likely expressed, or that you feel. Trust that. What can we see for advice for the feminines? Cast away negativity. So everyone's being asked to drop the suffering storylines, the disbelief, the skepticism, and really focus on that heart knowing, the soul recognition, the journey, the growth, the wholeness that's coming in, the progress. What can we see for what the masculines are wishing? Oh, to be this radiant divine masculine, this embodied channel of the divine. They're wishing to be seen that way, to show you that version of themselves, feminines. Advice for you masculines? The time is coming. Here's the justice again. Double confirmation that it's going to fall into place. What can we see for advice for the feminines? Intuition. Continue to utilize your intuition wisely to go on what your intuition is truly telling you. You've learned so much on this journey to weed out limerence versus truth, mania versus grounding. Just hearing for those that this is justified to come in for, you really have aligned. Trust it. You know your name. What can we see for the action the masculines are wishing to take? One solid step after one solid step. This is really walking the new life, walking the ascended life, in balance, eternal focus. Sure-footed. What advice for you masculines? The star, it's happening now. You're bringing this in. We've got the justice twice, and then the star in the inverse means immediacy. Sooner than we think, things are clicking into place. What can we see for advice for the feminines? Creativity. So allow the love here to support your creativity right now, feminines. I'm hearing giftings are opening up. The way you're seeing life, love, reality. The veil is thinner than ever. Innovations and the divine perspective is closer to you than ever before. It's immediately available. Isn't that interesting? We're getting this union energy as immediately available, and this creative force also coming in with immediacy. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? Okay, so this is a secrecy and strategy card, sometimes deluding ourselves. In the inverse, it's like the cat's being let out of the bag. I heard little slip-ups, so things might get back to you, feminines, 1111, about what's been going on with your masculine that they haven't shared directly with you. The veil is also thinning with any illusion of separation between the two. There seems to be an equal amount of realization on a personal level and glimmers of that getting through to the counterpart, to the feminine. What can we see for advice for you masculines? The Lovers. Don't be afraid of the worlds colliding kind of energy where you're in uncharted territory and you're seeing it that way, and it's obvious that you're being beautifully magnetized out of your comfort zone towards this love. What can we see for the advice for the feminines? Happiness. Continue to know what causes your happiness and what feels aligned for you, feminines. Continue to focus on whether that balance is there within you. Don't look outside for external things. Let those be a confirmation of the things you know within. So find that happiness within and then allow your reality to reflect that back instead of seeking for it externally and not having it within. What can we see for the solution to this challenge? Really being sure of what that happiness, this is also a card of happiness. So masculines and feminines both have the same thing. It's never been more important to find that happiness and that knowing within so that it can be reflected externally. What is the advice for the masculines? This is lemonade out of lemons. So focus on the love, focus on the successes, focus on the gratitudes, focus on the victories, focus on the things that you wish to see in this connection and celebrate those. Don't let any kind of illusion of lack or loss or competition or fear taint the fact that the love is so here. We've got the 2 cups standing. Advice for the feminines, equilibrium. Continue to find your emotional equilibrium, your compassionate non-attachment, your grounding, your happiness, your balance within. As you come into that in the periods of togetherness and spaciousness, because that can be a challenge both ways. As you continue to be accountable for that, feminines, you will be entrusted with all of this coming in. You just align like that and it comes in. What can we see for the direction in the near future? The element of surprise, I heard. Nobody's going to see certain things coming. Good things, blessings. I just heard pray blessings on yourselves, on each other, on the collective. Love one another right now. Let it unfold. Trust it. Surrender. Allow it. Receive it. Do your best. So the masculines are saying they don't know, you don't know, but they feel something coming. they're also saying for a lot of them, they do have an idea of this surprise energy that you may not be expecting, specifically feminines. I'm also getting the sense that friends and family know things you don't about your masculine's intentions and feelings for you. You may have caught intuitive glimmers and nuances, but you don't fully know to the extent of the love that they have likely shared, from what I'm feeling, with others in their circle. What is the advice for you masculines? Continue surrendering and allowing it to soften you to the, I heard romance, of this grand love story. What can we see, feminines? Finding love. You're finding love. I'm just hearing my person's voice. What, about a year ago, a conversation we had, and he said, you'll find love. And that's the love is showing up, love is here. Ooh. We're finding love. All right, let's get one alchemy card. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as this channel of the highest of love. Okay, the golden rose. That seems pretty sacred. Let's see what it says. The golden rose. The rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy, the outer petals representing the first 7 planets and operations, while the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcome eyes. But what exactly resides at the center of the golden rose? Alchemy tells us it is a secret, and it is meant to be kept as such. The rose spirals both inward and outward simultaneously. It offers beauty to the onlooker while concealing its inner chambers. This is the complex nature of the golden rose. It challenges the alchemist to reorient their thinking, to devote their work to honoring the secret rather than attempting to become the master of it. Kneel at the altar of the unknown. Cherish the golden rose. As it is a model of the self, more will be revealed. The stars as golden roses. So we got the stars, the star card immediately being available. And we got the messages about the secret, about not needing to know, about trusting the process. For both the masculine and feminine. Enjoy the journey. Celebrate the love that we're all becoming. Love one another right now. Many blessings. Bye for now.